Immediately began to respond, provide care for him, and unfortunately, he succumbed to his injuries. What we do know at this time is that detectives have been viewing video footage, and what we know at this time is that two individuals walked into the waiting area of the Union Station parking garage. While there, they seem to know each other. The decedent grabs something off of the person of the shooting suspect. The shooting suspect then begins to return fire. The decedent then runs out of the waiting area and then gets to the escalator and fall down and collapse. At this point in time, we don't have any additional information at this time. We do not know the age of the individual. We do know that it is a male decedent. We are asking anyone who may have been in the area on tonight, if you have any information with regards to what occurred in that area, we ask that you would contact the Metropolitan Police Department. I will now open up the space for questions. I think what we know, he's a black male, and I think he was wearing gray pants with light colored shoes. Yes, and what we're doing right now, we're waiting to see if we can get clearer images from either Amtrak or the parking garage. So what we know right now is that there's one suspect. Based on the video observation, it shows one shooter who shot the decedent as he was running outside of the waiting area of the Union Station parking garage. Well, what I will say in this particular incident, we do know that these two individuals knew each other. I am confident in saying that there are no random shooting in this space. We watched them on the video as they were talking to each other, walked into the station, the waiting area together. We saw the decedent take something off of the shooter's person, and then the shooter begins to return fire.
Any idea what that was?
We do not know at this time. Yes, sir. Sure. It's actually, so when you walk into Union Station, right?
Right here on the ground level.
Yeah, on the ground level, you go up to the second level, and then there's another level where the escalator and the parking garage is on the back. I mean, you may see a sign that says Greyhound. However, it's a waiting area right next to it, and there are a lot of buses that park back there, not necessarily limited to Greyhound.
Chief,
Yes, sir.
Can you just provide more clarity? I know it's early, but did it appear that these two individuals met up together or just happened to kind of interact and then walk?
So it appears as though they knew each other. We do know that they did have a change of conversation while in that waiting area, so we are under the impression that they are familiar with one another.
But as far as if they were meeting up, it's still early.
It's too early in the investigation to determine that.
How crowded was that area at the time? I assume you haven't
Very probably you may have had maybe 4 people in the waiting area, if that. Did not see a lot of foot traffic on the outside because it is a glass enclosed area, so you did not see a lot of individuals walking back and forth in that during that time period.
Chief, when you say the shooter returned fire, does that mean the decedent had shot as well?
I can't. Who's talking to me? So if I said shooter return fire, that's my error. Once the decedent grabbed the object off of the shooter's person, the shooter began to discharge his firearm.
Any weapon recovered from the scene?
Not at this time. There are several shell casings that have been recovered on the scene, and we have our team currently up there conducting the investigation, but no weapons have been recovered at this time. We are not, just based on it's still a little grainy. We're hoping that we can get better video image from either Amtrak or the Union Station parking garage.
And then about how far?
Did the two walk into the station and the area together, or did they?
One behind the other. One came in right, well, the other one the shooter came in first, and then the decedent came in behind him.
And then do you have an estimate on the distance between where the shooting occurred versus where the victim, I guess, collapsed?
Maybe like 100 feet away, 100 feet away. Yeah, it's
Okay, so it's a significant distance.
and where he collapsed and fell down the escalator. It's a little bit of a distance.
Oh, so he fell down there.
He collapsed and fell down the escalator. That is correct.
Thank you, everybody.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. Yep.